Holy crap, what is this? It's like someone ordered Johnny Bravo from Wish and then stuffed him full of ice cream and sadness. Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and today we are going to take a look at a video that is simultaneously absolutely embarrassing and hilarious at the same time, because we are going to listen to three grown-ass men complain about this female police officer battering and assaulting them. And the hilarious part about all of that is not just the fact they whine like children. Like, it is, I really don't understand how you can put something like that on the internet and think that you are going to look good when you do it. But also the fact it's like, bitch, that is the closest you have come to a woman voluntarily touching you in probably a very long time. And you're complaining about it. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Let's go ahead and get started.
In mid-March, James Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing flew into Boston to come visit me and to do some filming. On the night of March 18th, we're doing some cop watching in downtown Boston when we saw an entire street cordoned off by the Boston PD. I couldn't find a place to park, so I drove around while they got some film. And they got more than just film. They got assaulted. And the reason they got assaulted is because a Boston cop got shot.
A Boston police officer shot in the line of duty. We come on the air here at 11 o'clock with breaking news that's unfolding. Police say one of their own was shot in Dorchester, and right now they are rallying together. We are also learning right now that the officer is expected to be okay. Thank you for joining us. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Lisa Hughes. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with Brandon Truitt, who is live at the crime scene in Dorchester. And Brandon, a vital piece of equipment may have saved this officer's life.
Yeah, it's interesting, Lisa. We're here just off of Blue Hill Avenue near the Franklin Park Zoo. Officers called here around 9:30 tonight. If we take you in, you can see the home where officers have really been focusing their time investigating this afternoon, or this evening rather. This home here has been taped off. We've seen people come in and out. Photographs have been taken as well. If I give you a look at what it looked like when we first arrived here earlier this evening, you can see police were really canvassing the streets here. We saw members of the Boston Police gang unit who were out here as well investigating this. Right now, here's what we know. At around 9:30, they were called here on Esmond Street, an officer who had been shot. Now, we understand that officer was wearing a bulletproof vest, and at this point, they're confirming that officer has non-life-threatening injuries, but he was taken to the hospital.
That news clip was filmed where the police officer was shot. However, James Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing were assaulted by police over 3 miles away. That's right, Boston PD shut down a full city block and assaulted journalists that had committed no crime, quoting a fake crime scene that didn't exist, that was in fact 3 miles away. At the time this video was filmed, there were only 2 members of press present, James Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing, because when it matters and there's clear and present danger, the mainstream media is nowhere to be found, except when they want to steal our footage. This is the story.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's all right. No, you're not. You're enjoying this way too much.
You know what I'm not enjoying is the fact that you've been failing at your job for decades. You've been failing at your job for decades.
I'm not as patient as other people.
Look, you know what? I'm past the line he told me to back up to. You've been not doing your job for decades. You take the narrative they give you, you never investigate. You go exactly where they tell you to go, you record exactly what they tell you to record, and you never record anything they tell you not to. You've been failing for decades.
That's the crime scene. We're going to work down there.
Okay, then go around on that side.
Oh, that side?
I need you to cross the road.
Don't touch me.
Cross the road, please.
Yeah, other side of the street.
Cross the road, please.
Don't
You're
touch
in an
me.
active crime scene. I need you to exit the crime
It's
scene,
not.
please.
It's not even.
It is. I need you to back off the crime scene. I need you to cross the road.
Where?
Okay.
So you're touching me?
Yes, I am. I'm removing you from a crime scene.
Keep in mind, though, that they weren't removing Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing from a crime scene, because the crime scene was, in fact, 3 miles away. This had nothing to do with the crime scene, and it had everything to do with the police exerting their perceived authority, because one of their buddies got. And because the police were ineffective at their job, They wanted to violate the rights of free American citizens engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. But that's okay, as long as they quote a crime scene that doesn't exist.
Why isn't it taped? Why would you just leave it open? The guy down there told us we could come.
Well, unfortunately, he was not briefed on the situation. All right, which way do you need to go, left or right?
Get your hands off me.
Choose now, left or right. Pick a direction and start walking in it. Left or right.
I'm going that way.
All right, let's go.
Why is the media right there? I'm going to the media. I'm going to where the media is. You guys, get her off of me now.
Go.
Pull her off of me now.
Go.
Pull her off.
Go.
Keep walking.
Pull her off of me.
Oh, okay. I've got a question I need to ask you. What is wrong with you? Like, seriously, what kind of mental deficit do you need to have to be a grown-ass man standing in the middle of the street screaming like a toddler, "Pull her off of me!" Like you are being tortured on the rack because she's lightly touching your arm, guiding you to the media area that you say you want to go to, yet you're turning around and screaming and filming. Make it make sense. Like, I get that you are being overly dramatic for your ignorant followers, but at the same time, you know, I am 5'6" worth of cookie baking, will make you chicken soup when you are sick, makes her own homemade jams and jellies grandma, and I have bigger balls than you do. What? How is it possible that you can post something like that to the internet and not just be absolutely embarrassed? Like, how do you show your face in public after something like that? I don't get it. That absolutely does not make sense to me.
You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue.
Okay, let's keep going.
That's an awful lot of cops assaulting an awful lot of people to protect a crime scene that's not a crime scene in relation to a crime scene over 3.5 miles away.
In the middle of the road.
Nobody cares. Just stay on the other side of the line, all right?
Can you give me your name and badge number?
Canavan, 3222.
Thank you.
They're pushing everybody to where the media is over here.
But
okay?
if you'll just,
Come on.
if you'll stop,
Right over
can you
here to
stop
the other side
pushing
of
me?
the body cam.
Can you?
Right over here
you're
with the
battering
media.
me. I don't need you. You
Then walk.
could have said those
Then walk.
words. Stop touching me.
Okay.
Stop
I
touching
know.
me.
It's a big overreaction. I know.
You aren't. Why
Over
are
here.
you
Stay without
touching
the
me?
media. Stay
Why
without
don't
the
you
media.
mark the area off?
They are.
You know, all jokes aside, I mean, other than you, because obviously you are going to eternally be a joke. However, yeah, that crime scene may have been 3.5 miles away, but I don't know about where you're from, but where I'm from, if it's even suspected that a shooting can be gang related, which if you listen to the initial news report, the gang unit was on the scene. Anytime a shooting is even remotely possibly gang-related, a large police presence is 100% normal. The reason being is there is always a chance of a secondary shooting. That's why there was a large police presence at the hospital where the officer was taken. You know absolutely nothing about what was actually going on other than the fact you wanted to stand in the middle of the street and cause a big scene for your YouTube channel. Once again, this has absolutely nothing to do with the First Amendment and everything to do with the fact that you are the biggest fucking douchebag on the planet because you have absolutely no human compassion for the fact that whether or not this is a police officer or not, whether you have respect for authority or not, you have no human compassion for the fact that someone was just shot. Someone's husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, who knows? Someone was just shot. And you are standing there like a absolute twat with the camera provoking a response from the police for the simple fact that they asked you to move back. You should be ashamed of yourself. 100% ashamed of yourself.
They are.
No, you're not. Where's the area?
Don't go
Mark the
past
crime
the
scene
media.
off. Mark the area off. Mark the area off. I need her body cam. Can you just get an? Can I go over here and you guys get an? Can you be reasonable? If you guys had taped it off, we wouldn't have come in.
They're trying to get tape, all right? We got a crime scene going on here.
And I respect that. If you got something, I don't.
So I just asked you to show the.
But it sounds like bull.
Department. Well, it's not, sir. Just join the rest of the press here and you record all you want, right with these cameras.
The media, please.
All right, that's the rest of the media.
All right, just stay with the media. I don't care.
I want to report this guy for putting his hands on me.
Yeah, and the too.
No, stop.
I can promise you, the only little bitch here is you. Not that female officer. It's you. You are the little bitch.
No,
stop touching me.
Supervisor.
I'm at the same
Just
stay here with the media, okay?
Well, who's his?
Hey, what are you going to do when people start defending themselves against you? Go ahead. What are you going to start doing then?
He's already committed a battery.
Assault and battery.
Look, there's your yellow tape.
That's all you had to freaking do. That's your requirement. You have to mark it off. That's your requirement. You have to mark it off.
You have to mark it off. Why didn't you mark it off?
Dude, shut the fuck up. Seriously. I don't know which of these morons it is that's screaming. I don't know if it's Monkey Boy. I don't know if it's the one that also kind of resembles a hairball. I don't know which one it is, but dude, shut the fuck up. They're working on getting it marked off. When you got there, they were probably in the process of marking it off, and you caused this. You caused this issue by being a douche, which you know because it's what gets you clicks and views. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
You have to mark it off. No, he didn't have to put his hands on me though. No, he put his hands on me though. Why did he put his hands on me?
I'm gonna explain it to you, and then he explained it to you, but it's over. It's over.
He didn't have to put his hands on me.
It's over now.
It's not over. Oh, it's not over.
If it's over,
Thank
walk
you.
away then.
I'm talking to him, sir.
No, if it's over, walk away.
Well, explain it to me. Explain to me.
It's been explained.
So I would like to file a crime report. How do I file a crime report for that officer putting his hands on me? That's a battery.
Oh, so I can be up to here, so...
I'd like to place him under citizen's arrest.
Hey, Chance, we're gonna go right to the corner here, okay?
To what?
We're gonna go right to the corner.
Who's in charge here?
So you'd like for me to move over there?
To the corner, please.
There, see right there what you just did right there? That's a beautiful thing. Words matter, right? Just say something and it matters.
So we're just gonna kind of keep the media pooled together. That's all.
Yeah, I understand, but you're restricting a further area than is necessary to maintain your crime scene.
I hate to tell you this. Actually, no, that is 100% a lie. I don't hate to tell you this. I love to tell you this because your tears make me happy. But your feelings don't matter. Your feelings about the fact that he is making the crime scene larger are irrelevant. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 about how much your feelings are going to influence that situation, it's like a negative 57 because your feelings are absolutely irrelevant. The only reason you're saying anything again is because you are a dramatic little bitch who is after YouTube views. That's it. That's all. That's literally all there is to it.
Crime scene.
Fellas, we're gonna have you back up on this side, that camera as well. Now you're gonna back their cameras up too. Yeah, everybody's going on. Look, you know what? I'm past the line he told me to back up to. You were asking. You've been not doing your job for decades. You take the narrative they give you, you never investigate. You go exactly where they tell you to go. You record exactly what they tell you to record, and you never record anything they tell you not to. You've been failing for decades. Oh, please. That's why we're here.
And why is this lamestream media douche losing his mind? I'll tell you. Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing arrived on scene before lamestream media by over 30 minutes. But because Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing got some actual reporting done, the police didn't like it, so they started taping things off. Once the cops started doing that, they started moving the mainstream media back along with Guerrilla Publishing and James Freeman. And the lamestream didn't like losing their special blue line privileges, so they freaked out almost just as bad as the cops.
Well, what on earth have you been drinking, smoking? I don't know. What on earth are you talking about? Nothing in this video has been real reporting. Even from your standards, there's been nothing in this video. Literally nothing has happened. What? Okay, so let's get this straight. You think these two insects have accomplished some real reporting, and that's why the actual legitimate member of the media is upset. The actual member of the media is upset because you dipshits are causing a scene, you're causing a problem, and forcing the officers to expand the crime scene, making him move back when he is actually just doing his job. That's why he's upset. This is a serious question. What reporting do you think was actually done? Please, email me. The email address is in the channel description. What do you think was actually done, was actually accomplished, was actually reported? What? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wow. The delusion is it is absolutely real with Johnny Bitchface. Okay. Let's keep going.
Sorry, I'm in.
I get you on your tripod. Thank you.
I'm not trying to bump into it. Sir, why are you so frustrated?
I'm frustrated because you got us kicked out of here. I'm frustrated.
I got us kicked out of here.
I'm frustrated
Why aren't
because
you?
you have a misunderstanding of the situation.
Why wouldn't you be frustrated?
Because you have a misunderstanding of the situation.
Really, do I?
You were asked to leave.
How so?
You were asked to leave.
Are you media? Are you media?
You were asked to leave. You did not leave.
Are you media?
No, damn right I am.
You should understand that they had the crime scene tape it off. Otherwise, you're in the right thing. Doesn't matter if you're told to be here. Doesn't matter.
Yes, because you have absolutely no response to a member of the actual media confronting you other than to call him a sheep. Because he is trying to do his job in accordance with the law, cooperating with the police officers so he can report to the public what is going on at that particular crime scene. He is trying to do the job that you will never be able to do because he actually has intelligence and marketable skills. You are a massive dipshit.
Doesn't matter.
And that's what's
You're a
wrong.
little
You
shit.
never get the story.
Oh, get out
Because you
of
do
here.
what your government tells you to do.
You're gonna get over there.
Got a lot better stuff than you did.
What's the
I got the cops acting like jackasses. What are you gonna get from over here?
And we got the fact that you continue.
You're gonna get some lights flashing. You're gonna get some lights flashing. You look like an idiot.
Battery. He asked you to
Accusing
leave.
him of battery. He put his hands on me, sir.
He had to because you did not.
No, sir.
comply.
He doesn't have to.
He had to because
No,
you did
sir.
not
He has
comply.
to get police tape
He
just
had
like they
to 'cause
did.
You did not comply.
Just like they had to get police
He had
tape.
because you did not comply.
No, I don't
He
have
had
to comply.
because you did not comply.
I don't have
You had
to comply.
because- Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
It's a state law.
Really?
Yes, really, you ignorant insect. He's going to say something here about state law can't trump the Constitution, but blah, 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 blah. It's just another reiteration of the same old tired story that they repeat to their followers over and over again, which unfortunately for them is absolutely not true. The 10th Amendment of the Constitution gives the states the rights to make laws. Now, while a law can't directly supersede a civil liberty, what they can do is restrict it, which is what this is here. The worst part about this is one of these assholes used to be a lawyer. I saw somewhere that he was disbarred, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. I haven't cared enough to look into it yet. he at least would have passed the bar at some point in time and would know this, which is just more evidence that this is really just, it's a con. And I really don't see why their followers don't see it. I really don't. I don't have a lot of empathy for them, because if you are that willing to wear blinders and you're in your quest to hate and despise authority so much, I don't feel sorry for you. But at the same time, you know, I have hair products that understand the law more than these assholes do. And that's just, it's sad. It's really sad that this is the state that our country has come to.
Really? The Constitution trumps state law.
So see, I know what my rights are. That's why I went over there and challenged it. Because I know what my constitutional rights are. That's what I went to law school for. It doesn't matter.
Move. Will you move, please? Will you move, please? Move, please. Move. I'm asking you to move. He had no authority to ask us to move.
You have to mark off the area. See, a cop has to know that they have to mark off the area that they want to restrict somebody from with crime scene tape. There's clear case law on that from the United States Supreme Court and the First Circuit.
We have been asked verbally to move back.
Right. Doesn't matter. You can ask me all you want to. You have to restrict the area from me by physically demarcating it. That is what the Constitution requires.
And there's got to be a reason, though.
The First Circuit Court of Appeals requires.
There's got to be a reason, though.
I'm sorry, you want to repeat that?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I already said it once. Did you not understand it the first time?
You won't repeat?
Yes, the Constitution requires that if they want to have privacy, they have to demarcate it with criminal crime scene tape, like they finally did. What they didn't have to do was batter somebody. All they had to do was put up tape, like they did, and said, we're going to put up tape in this area and move back. Unlike yourself, who's a reporter working for whatever media
WBZ.
you're working for, I understand the law a little bit better than you because I went to law school.
I fully understand the law.
No, so
we were asked to move back.
Where did you go to law school? I understand that, but I'm not a sheep.
So this must be Monkey Publishing. You know what, dude? I 100% agree with you because a sheep is far more intelligent than you will ever be. Whether you went to law school or not is completely irrelevant, considering your grasp on the law and the Constitution is non-existent. So yes, case law has determined that you can record the police. That is not in doubt. They weren't trying to stop you from recording, but what case law has also established that even under the First Amendment, this is subject to time, place, and manner, just like it always will be, because a civil liberty can be restricted. It can't be eliminated, but it can be restricted. If you went to law school, you would know this. So I would be curious to where you went to law school. You know, and that's the thing with these guys is they are 100% disingenuous to the point of just outright lying. You know, this is a narrative they are trying to feed to their followers for no other reason than to grift money on YouTube. And it's sad because you're creating an entire generation of people with no real comprehension of what their civil liberties really are. You know, we have a whole group of people that doesn't know the difference between a civil right and a civil liberty. They don't know that the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, in fact, gives the states power to write laws that aren't going to eliminate your civil liberties, but they can restrict them. That is the law. And people like this are perpetuating this myth that, you know, your quote unquote rights are being violated, and it's just not true.
I'm a sheep. I don't just follow what the government.
Respectfully, sir, I asked you to move back.
This is the second question. You already asked me a question.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a second and a third.
There you go. Go ahead.
Are you going to continue to harass me on this public street?
I'm not harassing
you. Came to us.
I'm going to ask you again. Are you going to continue?
You, you can ask the same stupid question.
I feel harassed. I feel harassed.
Really?
I feel harassed.
Then take
I feel harassed.
If you feel harassed by me, take 10 steps.
We were here. We were here.
If you feel harassed by me, take 10 steps back.
Your nose hairs
look too good on camera.
Your nose hairs look too good on camera. See, I'm not worried about my job.
Neither am I.
You should be.
No.
You should be.
Nice.
Nice.
If you feel harassed by me,
oh, I do.
Take 10 steps back.
No, thank you. I like it right here.
Then obviously you don't.
You already hit me with your tripod there. That was a battery too. But you know what? The cop was pulling your tripod with the crime scene tape. So I don't really know if it was your fault or not. See, he was pulling it with the crime scene tape because he was being a little, I don't know, overzealous. Oh. But that's what happened. Was your tripod not getting pulled by the crime scene tape?
You know something? I don't know. I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you going to continue to harass me?
I'm not harassing you, sir. I'm filming in a public area, on a public sidewalk. You can ask me whatever you'd like. I'm going to continue to engage in constitutionally protected activity. I'm going to
ask you to take 2 steps back if you can.
No, I'm not. You can move your camera wherever you'd like to.
So you're not going to take 2 steps back?
No, I'm going to stand right here.
Okay, very good.
So since we know this insect doesn't actually know the definition of battery, and he's, again, just being dramatic for the camera, or he really is that much of a little bitch. That is also possible. The battery is actually, the legal definition is intentional, harmful, or offensive contact. His tripod lightly touching you because it was snagged on crime scene tape isn't in any remote sense of the word, in any part of the universe, considered battery. Like, that isn't a thing. If you think it is a thing, I mean, I have got a shit ton of oceanside property in Nebraska to sell you. I'll sell it to you cheap, too.
Very good.
Some great footage you're getting there. Man, those cop cars look awesome. Make sure you get it in frame correctly. Frame that out correctly.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I said frame it out correctly.
What is your name, sir?
I didn't give you my name.
I just asked you for it.
Yeah, I understand that. I didn't give it to you.
I'm sorry, I just asked you for your name, sir.
Harry Balls.
Ah, excellent. Who's your friend?
Hugh Janus.
Oh, excellent.
They gave their real names. I'm shocked.
You've been not doing your job for decades. You take the narrative they give you, you never investigate. You go exactly where they tell you to go, you record exactly what they tell you to record, and you never record anything they tell you not to. You've been failing for decades.
Pick a direction and start walking in it. Left or
I'm going
right.
that way.
All right, let's go.
Guys, get her off of me now.
Go.
Pull her off of me now.
Go.
Pull her off.
Go.
Keep walking. Pull her off of me.
Just stay on the other side of the line, all right?
Can you give me your name and badge number?
Canavan, 3222.
Thank you.
They're pushing everybody to where the media is over here.
But if you'll just,
come on.
If you'll stop,
Right over here to the other side.
I need
your body cam.
Can you?
Right over here
you're
with the
battering
media.
me. I don't need you. You could have said those words. Stop touching me.
So to translate that, you're not media, you're not press, you just did what you wanted because you think you can, and you got told no, and then walked like the little bitch that you are away. I mean, that sounds right.
In mid-March, James Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing flew into Boston to come visit me and to do some filming. On the night of March 18th, we're doing some cop watching in downtown Boston when we saw an entire street cordoned off by the Boston PD. I couldn't find a place to park, so I drove around while they got some film. And they got more than just film. They got assaulted. And the reason they got assaulted is because a Boston cop got shot.
A Boston police officer shot in the line of duty. We come on the air here at 11 o'clock with breaking news that's unfolding. Police say one of their own was shot in Dorchester, and right now they are rallying together. We are also learning right now that the officer is expected to be okay. Thank you for joining us. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Lisa Hughes. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with Brandon Truitt, who is live at the crime scene in Dorchester. And Brandon, a vital piece of equipment may have saved this officer's life.
Yeah, it's interesting, Lisa. We're here just off of Blue Hill Avenue near the Franklin.
Oh, Mucky Boy. Interestingly enough, this insect actually runs, quote unquote, a nonprofit. Now, I find this incredibly hard to believe, considering I have looked at the website and there are some very specific things missing from the website if this was a true nonprofit. So what I have done, I have exercised my right to submit a FOIA request, which, being a nonprofit, is actually subject to the Freedom of Information Act. And I have not gotten a response. I have submitted it multiple times in his chat. But beyond that, just in case he didn't see it, I have actually sent an email to the email address on the website, and I have gotten nothing. Now, you would think that someone who is making videos for YouTube in the spirit of transparency would respond to a FOIA request, right? I mean, I'm just thinking that would make sense to me. If I ever get that, I will update you guys, but I'm not going to hold my breath. He said some other stuff. Honestly, I keep staring at this giant cast on his thumb and thinking, what could he have possibly be doing with his right hand so much that he managed to break his thumb? Just curious.
Donations, literally everything y'all have done so far. We couldn't do it without you.
So here's an update for you. I'm already suing the Boston Police Department in state and federal court for the negligent supervision of their police officers and for the deprivation of my rights under the color of law in a 1983 USC suit. I didn't take their assault lying down, and neither are James Freeman and Guerrilla Publishing. In fact, I'm setting them up with my lawyers so they can file complaints and file a lawsuit. That's incoming. But this type of work is only getting done because people from across the country, from different lifestyles, are coming together for one cause: free press, real stories, and police accountability. And the reason we got so much pushback on our trip to Tulsa and then their trip to Boston is because police don't like our brand of accountability. It's fast, hard, direct, and it gains results. And this just isn't a viral video for us, and it's not for James Freeman or Guerrilla Publishing. In fact, Ron Durbin from Guerrilla Publishing literally just lost his license to practice law for outing a corrupt judge driving around drunk with her grandkid.
Whining, blah, lawsuit, blah, assault, blah. Just, we're going to cut to the chase. Just let us know what happens when you lose. If and when this lawsuit ever gets filed, because I would be highly surprised to see that it was ever filed, for the very simple fact you posted online to YouTube that no assault or battery ever took place, and that you don't know the definition of either one in the first place. So you're prostrating for your insect followers, fine. You do you. But I do find it a little offensive that you flat out lie about why Monkey Publishing lost his law license. I got a little interested while I was editing, so I did some digging. It took very little. He says here that he lost his law license because he reported a judge. That is absolutely false. The Oklahoma State Bar filed a 69-page complaint against this guy that many violations of the rules of professional conduct for the Oklahoma Bar. We're not going to get into it, but yes, his license is suspended, but it has absolutely nothing to do with so-called reporting a judge for driving around drunk with her grandchildren. This is a lot of stuff. And in true Frauditor fashion, there is a lot of victim mentality in here that I can see, but we're going to get into that in a separate video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you would like to see. I am going to go shove my head through a wall and try and unsee some of this past half hour. I'll catch you guys on the next one.